bear trap, we pass the leg over, and whoa, they open their knee up to turn and face you essentially. So what do we do now? Okay, so we're in the bear trap. We did a great job. You did a fine job of passing this leg over the top with friction, and all of a sudden you find this happening. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're just going to take him this way. All right. Now you have the option of keeping the right arm under as a scoop or taking your right arm over. I always prefer keeping your right arm under as a scoop, just because it's easier to keep this leg open, and that's going to give you a little bit more time and leverage to sweep. Okay, it'll also give you more room that if you don't want to go leg drag, you can go right into cross heel hooks. So this left hand comes over and grabs the tendon of the knee. It's such a great grip. So get used to, when you grab knees, get used to start to grab the tendons in the back of the knee. Right now, they're those big hamstring tendons. They're the great handles. So I have the tendon of the inside of his knee, which is his inside hamstring there, that tendon. We are going to move him back, and you're just going to use your right hook. It's inside. I'm going to use, as I start rolling Lance backwards, I'm going to use that right hook to begin lifting, and there goes his foot. It's going to come out. Now, as I lift, your options are A, come up into leg drag, or B, attack the leg. Your choice. Now, when you're sweeping like this, when the first couple times you do it to your training partner, there's a lot of pressure on their foot. So be wary of that on their foot, so that if you do it full speed, make sure you create some looseness, especially when drilling is involved, because you're much more relaxed in drilling. In training, normally they're yanking their foot out, so as you elevate, they just go flying. But in drilling, sometimes your training partner might leave their foot deeper in there, and you'll feel a lot of pressure. It shouldn't hurt anyone, but you'll feel a lot of pressure in there, so just be mindful of that. I like to make sure our training partners are safe. So again, we're here. We did a good job of scooping, and then that knee opens. So now I like to keep the right arm underneath the foot. We go and grab the hamstring tendon, and now I roll Lance back, and I'm going to elevate that leg out. We come up immediately into the leg dragging scenario with the near side underhook. That is a potential possibility. So let's look at that from a slightly different angle. We'll talk about the leg drag briefly. And make sure you feel comfortable when you do come up with that drag. So again, we're here, we pass the leg, here he comes, elbow is in, I roll to the side, we elevate that leg, and then when we come up with the drag, make sure we come up, and I'm a big fan of keeping our head in the front. So I like to bring my head up the middle through the chest and take this near side underhook, this underhook on this side, okay? There may be a lot of framing going on right here. That is totally fine. My head can stay over the frame, but I still prefer this bottom or near side underhook as I move forward. I feel like it's a stronger scenario, but it's your jiu-jitsu. You could, if you want to have that leg drag scenario, you could absolutely put your head in the back and look to start to roll if you wish and have some fancy things. I'm a big fan of bringing your head up the middle and controlling that middle ground with a near underhook so that you have a very strong pinning opportunity. Second, so first, sweeping back to the far side, using this hook as we roll to elevate and kick the leg out, more or less, and then boom, they fall down and you have your leg drag. Your second opportunity is just to attack your cross heel hook in there. So again, let's go on this side, and we'll make sure that you'll see that when we have that bear trap all locked up, we have this attack right here. I pass the leg over, he opens. As I begin rolling him, I won't roll him all the way now. I'll make sure that his hip drops in between mine. So leg drag, I don't necessarily want to drop him in the middle. I want to drop him over my leg so that I roll him over my leg. It's an easy thing for me to get up and stay in leg drag. And cross ashi is not that way. I want to drop him into the middle with the cross ashi, okay? Or the cross heel hook. I would love to just drop him right into the middle. So this leg retracts. Okay, and now I lift, and now it drops him into the middle, and my leg loops through. Now we have our leg attacks, okay? I can stuff the foot down, and I can start getting on his leg here. Obviously, if we wish, we can get into our inside Sankakus. If this foot presents itself, you guys are right in inside Sankaku position, that leg lace position. But you get there from the bear trap. When they open up the knee, you take them that way. But just remember the difference. I'll demo it one more time. The difference is I'm dropping him in through my hips, below my hips, not over my leg. Over my leg equals leg drag. In the hip equals cross ashi or cross heel hook. Okay, and we're able to get in there and do some damage. It'd be really fun. It's a really nice technique. When we go from this bear trap, he opens the leg. You just circle the arm inside, and it's a lift. And here we go. I lift him up. I thread the foot through, and it comes out of nowhere. Okay? Again, I'm a fan of scooping this leg at the ankle because now when he tries to figure four his leg, it is really difficult. You had this from the very beginning, and so now his